Hi, I'm Renee and I always wanted to create a YouTuber Minecraft SMP. And once I saw some videos of the new 1.18 generation with these circular valleys, I knew I wanted to play in one of them, and my hunt for the perfect seed has begun. I wanted a seed with a valley completely surrounded by mountains. I don't know what, but something about it just seemed magical. So I started creating worlds in the 1.18 snapshots with the goal of finding one that we can use for an SMP. I found some promising ones, like this one, which even had a village inside of the crater, but nothing I would call the perfect seed. It didn't take long until I was bored, so I started putting in custom seeds. Fun fact, the seed valley has a really nice mesa valley. However, that's not really the biome I was looking for, although we did consider it for the SMP for a short period of time. But then I asked myself, what do you do when you need something? You Google it. So I looked at YouTube videos with the best seeds for Minecraft 1.18 snapshots for hours. I searched for valleys, canyons, craters. I had a lot of kinda good seeds that were just meh. I was starting to lose hope until I found it! The perfect seed in a video which had barely 200 views when I found it. I entered the seed, generated a new world, and it wasn't it. The generation has changed. I found out that seed only worked for older snapshot versions and not for the new one. So I opened it on an older version and it was magnificent. So I tried opening the saved game on the newer version, hoping that the new biome blending mechanic would blend the two generations together, but I found out that only works for 1.17 and lower save games, but not for other snapshots. Opening it on newer versions resulted in the generation of cliffs like this, up to hundreds of blocks high, so I had another problem I had to solve. I had two options. Either I could keep looking for other seeds hoping to find one on the current snapshot version that would at least come close to the epicness of this seed, or I could find a way to pre-generate a large portion of this world in order to push the clip as far away as possible and just play on the pre-generated terrain. However, the problem was that if I wanted to do that, I would have to pre-generate a very large section of the world. Millions of chunks, billions of blocks. I started by just flying around, but soon I found out that it would be impossible with my patience for more than just a few hundred blocks. So I started googling ways to automate the process. I found several plugins that can do that on servers. However, plugins are only available for full versions of the game, in which I can't really generate the seed, can I? So I was back at zero. For the next part, what you must understand is I have never learned how to properly use command blocks, or even redstone. I can just do the basics of it. I'm a builder, okay? I build for Winecraft, I've done several mega builds, that's what I'm good at, but not redstone, nor command blocks. So I couldn't just create my own contraption that would generate the terrain for me. I had to find one, so I googled how to pre-generate Minecraft world in single player, and I found a video in which someone left a link for a command block command that would TP me, the player, in a spiral shape from the center of the world, 1,000 blocks each direction, which, to be fair, wasn't as much as I hoped for, but it was enough. So I gave myself a command block, pasted in the command, and nothing. Ugh. So I browsed through the comment section. There were a lot of people asking for an updated version, but no answers, until I saw this comment from Blue Commander. For all the people wanting to use this on 1.13 and 1.14, I have ported this command for those versions, and I was like, oh my god, yes! So I went onto his channel. The video was easy to find. I clicked on the link in the description and I got the wow, that's a long command. I used it in game, and all I did was spawn minecarts with a command block. To be honest, I didn't even know those existed, and more than 100 of them. I had to remove them with a flint and steel, but luckily there was also a data pack available for download on the same page. I opened it and yes! It worked! It CP'd me 100 blocks every 3 seconds all over the map in a spiral shape, and the best thing is it didn't even stop at 1000 blocks. It would keep going as long as I had it opened. After 20 minutes, I stopped to see if it generated all the blocks, and it did. You can now see the center of the map that we're going to be playing the Vale SMP on with all of these people. This SMP will be epic. We will start recording as soon as 1.18 comes out. Subscribe if you want to see those episodes as they come out. We will all be living inside of this valley that you can see right here in the middle. We have nice mountains all around, even with another smaller valley right over here. I then generated about 2,500 blocks in each direction, which took about 2 hours before I accidentally pushed the stop button. Yikes. But that was not enough, so I let it run again overnight. It started from the center again, and after 12 hours, it generated 6,000 blocks in every and each direction. That's 500,000 chunks, or 50 billion blocks rendered, which means that once we will play on the SMP, people will not see this monstrosity for 6,000 blocks each direction. But this map is epic, and not just because of the valley. I found 3 woodland mansions on this map, 3 mushroom islands, 39 ocean monuments, 3 of them being so close together it will probably be possible to create a triple guardian farm, coral reefs everywhere, and more villages than I could count. It also has this gigantic cave complex right under the valley itself. This is the perfect seat for the Vale SMP.